Boy, do I have a weird one for you. Is Uber Eats sending out fake contract violation emails? Let's talk about it. I've been spending quite a bit of time with a friend and fellow driver in my market gathering data for a video that I've been working on for weeks. So, when this happened, I was riding with her. My friend Pam was looking at her phone when she got an annoyed but confused look on her face. When I asked her what's up, she passed her phone to me without saying a word. This was the email she had just received from Uber. Here's what the email said. Delivery reported as not received by your customer. Hi Pamela, we received a report from one of your customers that their order was not received, although you marked the order as complete. Here are some ways you can use the app to successfully complete trips. The email went on to give some tips, such as verifying the address, call or text your customer if you can't find them, include drop-off notes with the photo, and if all else fails, contact support. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the video in just a moment, but first, I kind of need to vent. Note the wording. Although you marked the order as complete, at no point in this email did it allude to the possibility that this driver of 4 years with thousands of deliveries under her belt on Uber Eats alone with a 100% customer satisfaction rate, maybe, just maybe, dropped the order off at the correct address and got a scamming customer. Let's talk about Pam for a moment. She's the lady who taught me most of the things that I now pass on to you all. She is a walking GPS and is by far the best multi-apper that I personally know. So, when she says she delivered to the correct address, she delivered to the correct address. I'd argue that there isn't a road in the entire county that she doesn't know by heart. In fact, Google Maps should consult her instead of the other way around. Seriously, she's that good at what she does. Okay, let's back it up for a moment. After I read the email, I gave her phone back to her, and she proceeded to look through every Uber Eats delivery she had made over the previous 2 days. And it came as no surprise to me that she remembered all of them. Remember, the whole walking GPS thing. Now, she is far less petty than I am, and she knew she didn't do anything wrong, so she was prepared to drop it. That was until I got pissed off about it for her and strongly encouraged her to contact support to find out what the She ended up getting a very sweet lady from support on the phone who looked over her account and couldn't find a problem. In fact, the rep sounded pretty perplexed. She told Pam that she needed to put her on hold for 2 minutes to do some research, or in non-call center terms, talk to her manager. And when she came back on the line, she told Pam that she needed to escalate the call. After a cold transfer and not explaining shit to the new representative, she explained the situation to the new person on the phone. This guy also did some research and then came back on the line with some information that we weren't expecting to hear. He also explained that her account was in great standing and that she had nothing to worry about. Uber had sent this email out as a reminder of how to do her job, I guess in case Pam got a sudden and severe case of amnesia. It's worth noting, based on the guy's responses and the slang he was using, it was pretty obvious that he did not have a script for this specific issue. Pam ended up asking a very straightforward question. Did I or did I not have a customer claim that their order never arrived? And his response was, no, you didn't. She got a push notification in the form of an email with false claims and useless tips that Uber had sent out. Basically, Uber had clickbaited her and there was no truth to the claims made in the email. I want to take a moment to talk about how this could backfire on Uber, the driver, as well as the customers. When Pam was going through her offers trying to figure out who made a claim that nobody actually made, she came across an offer that paid her $5. Turns out, that order was all base pay, going to a non-tipping customer, and it was also handed to me. My assumption was it was that customer because those are usually the ones to make those claims, but no, not this time. We've all seen videos and headlines of drivers confronting customers over contract violations. What happens if that email went out to a driver who was just having a really bad day and as a result was really unhinged? Of course, you should never deal with your customers after the delivery is complete, but as we all know, some drivers do. Look, I'm a reasonable person. If this was some kind of a glitch or mistake on Uber's part, that's fine, as long as they own up to it. But so far, no follow-up emails have gone out. Being as that this was a reminder to experienced drivers on how to do their job, I'm willing to bet that Pam was not alone in getting that message. This email would be the equivalent of me calling Uber and telling them that I ran my car through a restaurant accidentally when I was parking, just to see their reaction. Anyway, the moral of the story is, if you get an email or a push notification from Uber claiming that a customer didn't get their order, don't panic. Just contact support and find out if the same thing happened to you. If you had the same thing happen to you, I want to hear about it in the comments. What are your thoughts? Was this a glitch, or is Uber just screwing with drivers? Share your thoughts in the comments. Now, this isn't the only unethical thing that Uber's done in recent months. If you want to check out a video I did about how they manipulate mileage, check out this video. If you haven't done so yet, please do consider pressing the like button and subscribing to my channel. My name is Zach. Take care.